Hey, it's Matt, and today I'm driving from Redmond, Washington to Auburn, Washington. And this is episode 5 of the Road Rage podcast. Hey, can you believe I'm doing this? Can you believe I'm fucking doing this? That's right. It's a new podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Ooh-wee. That's a Missy Elliott song, I do believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. What's going on? How have you all been? Holy shit. You know, I did 4 episodes back in 2017. Oh, this microphone's it's right up on my grill. Sorry if it sounds real weird. Yeah, I did some episodes back in 2017. And then what happened? I think I went to Sweden. Uh-oh. You hear that? Oh, can you hear that? Ambulance. I went to Sweden, and then when I was at Sweden, I told you guys that I was going to record something. Totally didn't. And then when I got back, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to keep recording. Totally didn't. I recorded something around the new year, which ended up only being like 20 minutes long. And I was like, I don't want to release this garbage. So it's taken me until March, whatever the hell it is, to do this again. So thanks for waiting around for the last 6 months. Might have been more than 6 months for all I know. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I'm not really sorry, but I'm a little bit sorry. I mean, man, you know, life happens. Shit happens. Oh my God. The number of things that have gone down in the last 6 months that I do wish I had this podcast going for. Ugh. We'd be at the top of the damn charts right now, you feel? Anyway, how have you been? Are you working on those New Year's resolutions, or have they fallen by the wayside? We're already 1/6 of the way through. Is this thing recording? Hello? I think it is. We're already 1/6 of the way through 2018. Can you even believe? I can't. Starting on January 1st, for those of you who don't know, I began the diet. January the fucking 1st. 2018. And guess what? Still going fucking strong. Now, on January 1st, I decided, you know what I'm going to do? For the entire month of January, I'm going to chop out sugar. Sugar. Gone. And what I meant by that was I had 3 rules. All right? Number 1. Numero uno. No refined sugars. All right? You know, that means stop eating the fucking candy bars. Dude, I haven't had a Reese's in 2 months. And for real, when I think about biting into a Reese's, I feel 2 things. Love, obviously. But the second thing, my teeth start to tingle at just the thought of coating them in sugar. But I would still eat the fuck out of a Reese's right now. Just throwing that out there, all right? I'm not giving up on that shit yet. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I decided I was going to do no refined sugars, no sugar substitutes. That's the rule number 2. So I can't have, you know, Splenda or no calorie soda popping that has like aspartame or whatever the hell, stevia. Whatever the hell they're putting in that shit that's probably giving us all cancer. I am doing that. And then the third rule is no inflation of natural sugars. So, for example, I do love my delicious orange juice. I love a nice apple juice. You know, I like some juice from time to time, which I am allowed. I'm allowing myself juice from time to time. But I can't substitute a sugar craving by just drinking a bunch of juice. Oh, it's natural. It's fine. It's not fine. Okay? So those are the 3 rules. And you know what? Through all of January, I did it, man. That's a lie. There was one day. Listen, I had a really fucking good excuse for cheating on the diet. In the month of January, I went on a 2-week fucking North American journey. Oh, and was it a journey? God, see, I wish I was doing the podcast then because I don't have all these stories fresh. But I think this podcast, if I wanted this podcast, I could make this podcast like 6 hours long. It's not going to be. It only takes me 45 minutes to get to where I'm going. But that's not the point. It could be a very long podcast if I wanted it to be one. Any hooser. I went to PAX South. Perfect. No sugar. I didn't even sugar it up. Okay? When I was watching the playoffs. I was watching the playoffs with the great GQ down there in San Antonio. We were at the bar. I ordered, what did I order? You're damn right. I ordered seltzer water and lime. Oh my God, I felt like the biggest fucking tool. Listen, it's fine. Seltzer and lime. Because what I normally get is like fucking sugar filled, so that's what I did. Or I guess it's the cool way to say it is club soda and lime. Although, wait, isn't there a difference between club soda and seltzer water? I know there's a difference between those things and tonic water, which I was on an airplane, one of those flights, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll have tonic and lime. That was fucking gnarly. Dude, I never put it together. I just thought, oh, it's a clear thing with bubbles. It's all the same. It is definitely not. Holy shit. Tonic water is disgusting. I remember my grandparents would always drink, what is it? Some Greek stuff. Ouzo? Is that a thing? Ouzo and tonic? Or I don't know. Point is, it was fucking disgusting. Anyway. Boy, this story went really far off the rails. Ugh. Did you watch the Super Bowl, guys? Holy shit. Now that was a Super Bowl. Fuck. Defense didn't matter, which was fine. I mean, come on. I watch for the offense, all right? I'm not watching for the blocks. I am not an intense football watcher. I'm watching for the big plays. I'm watching for the Hail fucking Marys. I'm not watching for the boring 7-7. It's now 7-10 in the fourth quarter. No, I'm watching for the 50, 60 pointers, baby. Anyway, that was an epic game. Absolutely incredible. Congratulations to the Philadelphia fucking Eagles, and they lit their city on fire. Eagles fans are fucking nuts. Hey, props to them. You know, it takes a true fan to stick with all the bullshit they've been through. Although, you know, there was a bunch of people that were totally bandwagoning on. It doesn't matter. The point is the hardcore fans, the fans that lit their city on fire, literally. Hey, props to you for sticking by your team through all the bullshit you guys went through. Holy shit. You went through a lot. Also, it's very nice to see Tom Brady getting fucked. Ugh, that guy creeps me out. Like, sure, he's a great football player. You got to give him that. Great QB, got to give him that. He's a psycho. He's fucking psychotic. Right? I think, wasn't it his doctor? It's just go look up stories about Tom Brady and his doctor. Like, his doctor thinks you can cure cancer by drinking water or something. Like, what the... Anyway. I'm glad he lost. I'm glad the Eagles won. My parents are big Eagles fans, therefore I am moderately Eagles fan. This was actually the first season that I truly supported the Seahawks, being a Seattle person. And that didn't go so well. But you know what? I'm going to stick by him. I'm not going to be one of those assholes that when the team is doing poorly, they just, they're gone. They're not supporting them at all. They're not wearing the colors. They're rooting for other teams. And then suddenly, the Seahawks start to do well. Oh, yeah. I'm a Seahawks fan. Yeah. Nah, fuck that. All right? Be a true fan. Now, do I bring up Arsenal? Hey, I am a true fan, okay? Listen, all you fucking Americans watching this that are watching this? God, I hope you're not watching this. Listening to this, that are about to roll your fucking eyes to the back of your craniums when I bring up the word soccer. Y'all can calm your tits for a second, all right? Now, last year, I got fucking destroyed. Was it last year or was it 2 years ago? I think it was last year when I was in London. Yeah, I was in London for Frontier Expo. I went to a pub. They call them pubs over there. Fun. They call them pubs, yes. I went to a pub and Chelsea was on a television. I think they were. Or there was some recap or something like that. And I was explaining to a British guy how, as an American, I'm allowed to like both Chelsea and Arsenal. And he was not having it. Listen, you fuck. I don't have any regional loyalties when it comes to the Premier League. Okay? You want me to start bashing soccer right now? I love the fucking sport of soccer, but I could bash the fuck out of it. Alright? Now listen. I'm allowed to like it. For those of you who don't know, you know what? And I haven't done this podcast in so long that I don't even remember if I've told you guys this yet. I like Arsenal and I like Chelsea. However, Arsenal is my number one. Chelsea's my number two. And let me explain. When I was a kid, I had a good friend, Stuart. And he was big into soccer and watching the Premier League and all that. And that's how I got into it. It's not like it's a thing in America, right? You really have to search for it. It's not something that just comes on television. I guess now it kind of does on like Fox Sports Network or something. But I don't remember what grade I was in. I was in like middle or high school, and I had to pick a team, right? You can't just watch a sport and not root for somebody. What's the fucking fun in that? So I picked Chelsea. I picked Chelsea not because I learned about the teams and I went through and I figured out, oh, I like this management style. Oh, the history of this club is really cool. All those sorts of things. No. I like the color of their jerseys. Yeah. All right. So all you British twats out there listening to this that are fucking rolling your eyes. Everybody's rolling your eyes right now. Y'all can fuck off, okay? I picked my team based on the colors of their jerseys. I like blue. Thank you. And they're number two because I really like blue. But my number one team became Arsenal. I think I was heavily influenced by Stuart because he was a big Arsenal fan. And then secondly, as I read and learned more about the clubs back then, what was this, 15 years ago at least, Arsenal was obviously doing very well. And I liked the management style. I liked the history. I learned all about the history of the Gunners and all that. It was cool. I got into it. I nerded out a little bit on it. So they kind of became my number one. And you know what? They've been my number one ever since. No matter what. And maybe you don't notice this, but I don't bring it up too much. For obvious reasons. Oh, fuck. God damn it. They're not doing very well, are they? Is it the end? Is it the end of Wenger? You know, it's the end. It's time for a change. He's been there too long. What's the statistic? I love statistics. Statistics are in my blood. What's the statistic? I think Arsenal won, in his first 8 years, Arsenal won Premier League 3 times. And they haven't won it in the last 11. Oh, God damn it. Or is it 11? No, I think it's 13, 21. Yeah, 13. The final 13 seasons, they haven't done jack shit. God damn it. Did you guys watch that loss by... Man City just fucking destroyed us. You see why I don't bring it up? But you know what? I am a devoted fan, okay? And you got to give me a little bit of respect for that. All right? I have a jersey. I have a jersey that I went to the stadium, to Emirates. I went there and purchased one. I went to London and bought a jersey from there. I bought a jersey. I bought a scarf, which I don't even fucking wear scarves, so I don't know why I got that. That seemed like a very British thing to do. What else did I buy? I bought like 3 or 4 different things from the shop. It's a big shop, actually, underneath the stadium. Walked around the whole stadium. It was fucking sick. Oh, it felt so cool to, like, just be there. Be at this place that I'd only seen on TV, and it was, like, 80,000 miles away. Oh. Anyway. Yeah. So, what the hell was I talking about? Like 15 minutes ago. I don't remember. Super Bowl trip? Oh, something about my trip? I took a trip. I went to San Antonio. God, I'm sorry. Wow, that was a jump, wasn't it? San Antonio, yes. I was watching the playoffs at the hotel there. After that, I went to Toronto. Met with some awesome people in Toronto. I'd never been to Toronto before, so it was cool. They have this... So when I was there, it was January. It's cold as balls. The wind is blowing like 600 miles an hour. My ears are being frostbitten. I didn't bring a coat. Well, I brought a coat, but I didn't bring one for that. I had nothing on my head. It was fucking cold. I was at a hotel on the waterfront, and I had to get over to near the their version of our Space Needle here in Seattle. What do they call it there? Is that the CN Tower? I don't know what they call it there. What do they call it? Is that the CN? Whatever that is. That big, pointy... Basically, Toronto's version of a dildo in the sky. I went there. Hold on, I gotta get over here. Ah, shit. There's a bunch of boxes in the back of my car, so I can't see out the... Uh-oh. Traffic! Should have stayed in that lane. Tits! Sorry, guys. That was very loud, and I apologize. How is there so much fucking traffic at 8 p.m.? I don't understand these assholes that decide to drive when I want to drive. God damn it! Ugh. And the fucking trucks that just... Okay, calm down. It's fine. Go! Go! Sorry, I had to move the mic away so I could scream at him loud enough for him to fucking hear me. Go, you... Jesus Christ! You're in a fucking Tesla. Move your ass! Oh. Okay. God damn it. Give him the finger, give him the finger. Yeah, fucking take that finger, bitch. Oh, well. I'm sorry that I misgendered you, but you still deserve the middle finger. Anyway. I lose my fucking mind when I drive. I went back and I listened to one of these podcasts. Like, I think it was in December. I went back and listened. I'm a fucking lunatic. I don't even know I do it, too. It's just like, ugh. Okay, sorry. Now I have a headache. What was I talking about? Oh, boy. Yeah, so I was really cold in Toronto, and I was walking from my hotel to around that CN Tower, and it was like a quarter mile, I'd say, half a mile walk. It was just real close. And it was middle of the day on a business day, like noon. So everybody's out getting lunch and shit like that. I walk out of my hotel, and the streets are fucking empty. There's nobody walking around. The sidewalks, massive sidewalks, barren. I get out my little phone thing, my little app to tell me where to go, and I walk down. Oh, I got to walk by the hockey rink there. That was really cool, seeing the hockey rink. I walked around it outside like an idiot. All the way from where my hotel was all the way to the building, there was nobody. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You get inside the building and there's billions of people. It didn't make sense to me. I was very confused. And on my way out, I saw this little tiny fucking sign that said path. I was like, what the fuck is the path? And so I Googled it. Apparently, in downtown Toronto, there is this massive network, like 100 miles worth of inside corridors and sidewalks and tunnels and all that shit indoors that connect all of the downtown buildings in Toronto so you don't have to walk in the fucking cold. And my dumbass didn't even know it existed. You know what? Fuck the bellhop that watched me leave that fucking hotel and go outside and didn't say shit. Look at me just blaming other people. So, I think my balls shrunk 3 sizes that day for no fucking reason. And they also have a cool train that goes to the airport. It's like got Wi-Fi on it and everything. It's really cool. I don't know why I'm telling you about this trip that happened 2 months ago. There was a point. Oh, yeah. See, now I remember. I cheated on my sugar-free diet. After Toronto, I went to New York for some meetings. And in New York, I met up with a wonderful man, Swiftdoor. And we went to my first ever. Is it my first ever? I think it was. 3 Michelin starred restaurant. It was called Per Se. It's by Thomas Keller. He's also the dude that owns that fancy ass one in Napa Valley or something in the French Laundry. That famous ass one. 3-starred Michelin restaurant, like $400 a person. I think it's actually $300, but we got the Wagyu. And if you get the Wagyu beef, they charge you more money. $100 more. Oh my. Honestly, I can say this. It was the greatest meal experience I've ever had in my life. There was nothing that wasn't scrumdiddlyumptious. And I'll tell you what, when that fucking dessert course came, do you really think I wasn't going to eat those desserts? Reminder, $400 fucking dollars, okay? Cut me some slack. I ate the damn desserts, and you know what? It was amazing. And I also realized, a lot of people, I was definitely of the mind that there's no way that this is going to be worth that amount of money, right? It's an exorbitant amount of money. I'll do it once. I'll have the experience. It'll be awesome. But I'd never for once thought, you know what? This experience is going to be worth it. Like, I genuinely feel like paying that amount of money is the right amount of money to pay. Holy shit. that was the right amount of money to pay. By the way, that's including tip. Not that that helps anything. The service. Like, I feel like I almost ripped them off. The waiters, the maitre d', they knew our names before we even walked in. They had it memorized. Every course, they switched out all the plates and the silverware. There were like 11 courses. They're switching everything out. It overlooks Central Park. They had a water menu, kind of, which is cool. I'm really into water. So they had an option of water. I forget what they had, but they had regular water, but then they also had a bottled water that was amazing. I honestly feel like it was actually worth that amount of money. Like, it was totally worth it. Absolutely worth it. Excellent, impeccable. I've never had service like that in my life. I hope they're getting paid well. Just brilliant. And the food was amazing. I left completely full. It was just the right amount of food. I mean, I was definitely stuffed, and the last few courses were like, oh, shove it in. But it was totally good, totally worth it. I mean, they give you gifts when you leave. Like, I got a little tin of cookies when you leave. It's like a keepsake kind of thing. Like, it was fucking amazing. I want to go to more of these. Like, I want maybe once a year or something like that, I go to a 3 Michelin-starred restaurant just to... Michelin. You like that? Just to have the experience. You know? Just to go through it and see what other of these 3-star chefs are doing. Anyway, I'll stop about that. Anyway, that's the whole reason. That's when I broke for that month. Well, twice I broke my sugar thing. That was the first one. And then after I went to New York, I went to Washington, D.C. After Washington, D.C., I went to Hotlanta, Georgia, where I went and did Christmas. I always do Christmas in January. And at the Christmas dinner, I had some of my mother's pie. Okay? Listen. Sometimes you just have to make your parents fucking happy. All right? Telling them I play video games for a living. I'll eat the pie. Okay? I'll eat the pie. All right? Are you proud of me now? No, I'm kidding. So yeah. Whoa, what the fuck? Dude, if you're going to pull off the side of the road, pull off the side of the road. Don't leave your asshole hanging out. Jesus Christ. Okay. So those were the 2 times I broke that. Now, what I actually started doing, I mean, I did it for a few reasons. Number 1, I'm fat as fuck. Number 2, I had these migraines. I had my MRI done in December of last year. I have nothing really wrong with my brain. There's a few little weird things, but they're totally like, it's nothing major or serious or anything like that. It's just, I don't know if you guys have ever had an MRI done or if you've had even x-rays taken and the doctor lets you look at the radiologist report or ask for it. Just say, hey, can I have the radiologist report? Holy shit. Every tiny little imperfection, they find it, they point it out, and they make it sound like it's the end of the fucking world. I remember when I had my back MRI done before last year's surgery. Jesus Christ. Like, yeah, there was the obvious paragraph about what I had worked on, but then there were like 13 other paragraphs about shit that's wrong with me. Oh, you have a slight scoliosis-looking thing here that's off by 0.0001 millimeters. It's like, what the fuck? Anyway. So I'm trying to get control of these migraines. I was having migraines. At the end of last year, I was having migraines every 2 or 3 days or so that were debilitating, where I couldn't do anything unless I slept it off. So that fucking sucked. And so that's why I had the MRI done and everything else, because it was ramping up. So I was like, what the fuck? And I did sugar-free for about 2 weeks in January, and the migraines were still there. I was like, all right, well, let's try something else. Let's just, what is a sugar-free diet that I can do that takes out a few more pieces of food, and I'll see if that stops the headache. So I was talking with my friend Marie. I should stop dropping names on this thing. I dropped names a few times, and I'm thinking, well, what if they don't want me talking about them? What if they want their anonymity? So I'm just going to start saying friend. Pretend I said friend, okay? I was talking to my friend, and she was on a diet called Keto, and so I was like, I'll look into that shit. So I did. And I started doing keto, which is basically eat a lot of fucking meat. I'm down with that, baby. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? So I ate a lot of fucking meat. And the headaches stopped. It's basically an ultra low carb diet. Once you get into ketosis, your body burns fat instead of carbs. And the headaches, gone. So then a couple of days ago, I've been doing it ever since. I've been doing keto ever since then. Every day I do keto plus intermittent fasting. Basically, every day, I'm so simple. Most days, in the afternoon, I go to Chipotle and I get a salad with double meat. And that's it. That's all I eat that day. I've lost 25 pounds, which is fucking, what the fuck, right? 2 months, 25 pounds. Are you for real? I lost 25 pounds so far. I have no migraines anymore. That's a lie. Let's explain that. 2 days ago, I had a migraine. 3 days ago, I had a cheat day where I ate carbs. Specifically, I ate bread. Now, I've never thought that I had a gluten intolerance, and I feel as though most people that go gluten-free are fucking psychotic in that, I think gluten's bad for you. Isn't gluten just like salt? It's only bad for you if it's bad for you? Well, that didn't make any sense. Like salt. Salt's only bad for you if it affects you negatively. Most people, it's not bad for you. Right? Just like gluten. Gluten's only bad for you if it's bad for if it affects you negatively. Like for the general person that doesn't have an intolerance, it's not bad for you. So why the fuck would you go on a gluten-free diet if you don't have to? Eat that fucking bread, all right? Now, I have not been tested for this, but I'm thinking if I made it this long, 24 years through life eating bread. Now, I have had a lot of headaches in my life. Don't you think I would know that I have that celiac disease or whatever? So maybe I'll get tested for that. But I suppose if I'm going to keep doing keto, I don't really need to be tested for it because I'm not going to eat it anyway. Right? Maybe? I don't fucking know. Whatever. Anyway. My headaches are gone. It could just be some other ingredient. Maybe I'm just allergic to carbs. That's not true. Nobody's fucking allergic to carbs. But I should check. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll go in for testing. Do you guys think I should? I don't know. Tell me. Hit me up on Twitter @Sevidus, please. Can you get celiac disease later in life? Or maybe I've always had it. Or maybe I'm full of shit, which is more of what I expect. I expect to be full of shit in this regard. So let me know. Am I full of shit? Is this even a thing that's possible? Probably not. So, Help me out. Help a brother out. So I'm going to keep doing it. Man. It's one of these things where you stick your mind to it. Oh, fuck. Did I just get off on the wrong exit? Oh, ass liquor. No, we're good. Yeah, I feel great on it. I've started taking shrooms, man. Not like that. I've been taking a cognitive supplement, which I've decided might also be bullshit. It's made out of mushrooms, though. It's called... I don't know what the fuck it's called, but it's like a pill that has a bunch of mushrooms in it that's apparently good for your brain. And I'm thinking, I could use that. I work 18 hours a day. And now I'm thinking, this thing isn't doing fuck all for me. So maybe that's a waste of money. I also went on this spree of saying fuck multivitamins and instead ordering every vitamin that's in a multivitamin that I think I need. Boy, that was a stupid idea. Now I've got like 30 fucking bottles of pills and I'm trying to gag on all these pills every day. It's just, what a disaster. What a mess. I went to a nutritionist to talk about it so that I was sure that when I was doing keto that I wasn't going to be completely fucked. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to make sure that I was doing everything right and that I wasn't like starving myself of some vital nutrient or something like that. So I went to a nutritionist who basically said, I mean, she was old. She doesn't even know. I mean, I guess she knows what keto is, but she was like, yeah, the science isn't really in on that. And the first thing she asked me is, do you have seizures? I'm like, no, I don't have fucking seizures. He's like, well, then why are you doing keto? I'm like, what the fuck does keto have to do with seizures? And apparently back in the day when keto was first being developed, the concept of it, apparently it worked well for kids with seizures. I'm like, so because it was designed for kids with seizures, I can't do it? I don't know. Anyway, she was a bit of a kook. So that's that. And I'm taking vitamin D. The thing is, I don't know how in touch with my body I really am. And this is for real. I don't think I'm very in touch with my body. Like, seriously. I really don't. Like, all these people I talk to, they're like, oh, I feel a little bad today. I feel a little bit worse. I feel this. I feel that. You know, I'm a little bit more lethargic or whatever. They have this thing where they can tell how their body feels. Am I weird in that I can't do that? Again, hit me up on Twitter. Am I the only one that doesn't feel those things? Like, I'm always... How do you feel? I feel great. I feel great all the time. The only times I don't feel great are when I'm either sick or have a headache. But like, I don't feel different after I take a vitamin or any of that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not in touch or in tune enough with myself to know that. Like, how the fuck do you feel that? What do you just, oh, my scrot's a little softer today. I'm glad I took that vitamin E. Like, whatever. I don't understand feels. Like, I just don't feel myself in that same way. And maybe that's because I'm always fucking going hard in the paint. You know what I'm saying? I'm always pushing that 18 hours. I'm always... The hell's this lady doing? Go, girl. Damn. Oh, man. That could have been awesome. God. She almost tripped and fell. That would have been awesome on my dash cam. Yeah, I don't know how to feel myself, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't feel the feelings that apparently everybody else feels. So with that positive note, I'm here. I'm at my destination. It's only been, 40 minutes or so So I do plan on coming back. And on the way home, I'm going to continue the podcast. For you, it'll be a mere matter of seconds. And for me, it'll be an eternity. So I love you. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Ooh, that was delish. I was at dinner. Keto friendly, though. A lettuce wrap burger. Could it be better? It can't be. You know what? I really do enjoy eating burgers with a fork and a knife. I really do. And I'm not even being sarcastic like normal. All right, let me see if I can get out of this fucking parking lot right now. It's a goddamn madhouse. At like 9 p.m., it's a fucking madhouse. What is going on? What's going on at the Joann Fabric store? Jesus Christ, are they having some fucking fleece sale? Kill the alpacas. Get their fleece. I actually have no idea how fleece is made. I'm sure there's some animal that has to die for it so that PETA can throw blood on people that wear it. Oh, I hate PETA. Okay, Ugh. You know, man, it'd be really nice if this podcast was a little bit more positive. All right, listen, bitch. So, yeah, I feel like I don't feel my body very well is where I ended. I do believe I don't feel my body very well. I'm feeling a little off today. I just don't know what that means. And maybe I am feeling it. I just express it differently. Maybe, I'm just feeling a little off today. To me is like, fuck you, I'm pissed. I don't know. Did that car just... Did the fuck just happen? Okay. Whatever. Point is, I don't know my body. And if you guys can figure out ways to get me in touch with my body, holler. Let me know, man. Because I don't. I have no fucking idea how to get in touch with this thing. This fat thing. Hey, getting skinnier every day. At some point, I'm going to have to up the keto intake, though, right? Got to make up for the fact that I'm not... I guess I'm having, 1,700 calories a day. It's the plan. It's pretty good, right? It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. Hey, can I tell you something that pisses me off? And let me tell you, a few of you out there are going to be this person. Don't take this personally, okay? Don't take it personally. It's just a thing that annoys me. I'm not saying when you're around me, don't talk to me. If you see me out in public somewhere, you can still talk to me. Maybe I shouldn't say it because now people are going to get all self-conscious and they're not going to come up to me and say hi. And then I'm going to feel like a total douche. Ugh. Sorry. Fuck it. You know what I hate? Let's not start it that way. Okay, hold on. Let's try again. You know what hurts my ears? It actually does hurt. You know those people out there that have, incredibly sharp S's? Where they're almost loudly whistling. Bitch, get in your fucking lane! Are you serious? God. Do these things only happen to me? When people say S's, and it's more like, I can't even do it. I wish I could do it just to let you hear what I hear when I hear it. But there are the fuck? Do you guys hear that horn? Okay, well that worked out well. Okay. 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 This is good. What the fuck is going on? Now the thing is, I was very silent there. I don't know if you heard any of that, but there was a fucking beast of a horn to the left. Then some dude on the right honking his... I was just trying to figure out what the fuck was going on there? Holy shit, Skittles. I think what was going on was there was so it was a four-way intersection. I was stopped. The cross street had the greens, all right? Oh my God. And the person that caused all that commotion is literally trying to pull out in front of me right now. Well, they're going to try to switch lanes in front of me. You know what? I'm not going to let him. I'm going to go up next to him. Oh my God, he looked like Santa Claus. Jesus Christ. Don't you like to get real close to the cars that just fuck up the traffic situation and just stare at them in the eyes and just like try to understand what the fuck is going through their fucking thick skull? Holy shit, that person should not have a license. Like, do you, I always look hoping that I'll see an explanation as to why there's such a dumb cunt on the road. But I look and I get nothing. I get no read. And so I just instantly label them as a fucking moron. All right. They were at a cross street. Over here in the state of Washington, we have arrows. So the green both ways, but then we'll always have left flashing yellow arrows. Okay? The left flashing yellow arrows means, hey, turn left, motherfucker, if given the opportunity. Well, there was a guy in this fucking red vehicle in front of me now. Well, wait. Is that the red vehicle's behind me. What the fuck is this guy doing? Dude, what is going on with traffic? Okay, he just pulled off to the side of the road. What the fuck is... Words. I don't have them. All right, point is, he wasn't turning left on the the left flashing yellow light, and then the fuckers behind him were laying on the horn, and then the exact same thing happened across on the right at the same time, and so it all looked fucking weird and sounded like horns were just going off everywhere and everyone was an idiot. Okay. What the fuck is going on right now with traffic? I don't understand it. That blinker is illegal in front of me. That's a modified blinker that's illegal. It's not a steady rate. Okay, can we just... I'm in some weird fucking group of traffic of morons. And now I'm antsy, right? I want to get the fuck out of just this group of traffic that I'm in right now. Oh, God damn it. I'm stressing out. Okay. S's. The really high pitch, sharp, I can't do it. It's like an incredibly loud dog whistle of an S. And they say it every time they use an S or a T. And I'm sorry, if you're one of those people that speaks that way, maybe it's a speech impediment thing. I don't mean to make fun of you or anything like that. I'm just saying my ears can't take it. I have hypersensitive ears. I had tubes multiple times as a kid. I've had ear infections as a kid. I had ruptured eardrums as a kid. My ears just can't. There's something about that tone that they just can't fucking take. And my server in the restaurant had that. And I was just like, please, dear God, just shut the I'll give you a big fucking tip if you just shut the fuck up. I mean, it's not her fault. But it's also not my fault. Whose fault is it? So I had to be the gentleman and not say anything. It hurts. I mean, even right now, my ears are ringing because of it. I get it. It's not her fault. But God damn it. Do a job where you're not speaking. Now I feel bad for saying that. I'm not trying to make fun of her. I'm just saying, it hurts. I'm giving my side of the perspective, okay, man? Yeah, pronouncing S's. There's a word, I'm sure there's probably a word for it, and I'm probably going to be labeled as some fucking right-wing, non-progressive, cisgendered male or some bullshit. Somehow my race will come into factor there. Oh, you're just a privileged white male. You don't understand S's. Shut the fuck up. So anyway. Oh, the shit I say. It's just like, why the fuck do you listen? Why are you... If you've made it this far down this journey that is my fucking brain, what the hell are... You need to reconsider. Alright? You need to fucking consider. Oh, man. Hey, speaking of things that I did not reconsider, Oliver had his balls chopped off. Ugh. It's true. My puppy, my little puppy, had his old nuts removed. Take that, the ultimate show of dominance. Hey, Oliver, I'm your fucking master, and I'm having your balls removed. You kind of feel bad, right? It's like, all right, it's like one dude doing that to another dude. You know, it's like, oh, God. Fuck. But then when you think about it, it's like, I don't want to deal with the consequences of not doing it. How's that? So, it was, you know, it was interesting. He failed a couple of liver tests or something beforehand, so he had to go on some weird diet beforehand so he wouldn't die. And I took him in at like 8 in the morning, and at 9 in the morning, they were like, nope, he's done. He's still asleep, but we'll call you when you can come pick him up. And I'm like, fucking all right. And at noon, they were like, get the hell over here. So I picked him up just a few hours later, and I'm sorry, Oliver. It's just funny. Oh my God. Him in a cone. Fucking hilarious. Stumbling around, coming out of anesthesia, not knowing what the fuck is going on. But hey, the nice thing about him, and maybe this is just because he's a golden retriever, but he was happy as a clam. I mean, I don't even think he knows his balls are gone still. He's happy. He was happy right when I took him out. He was a little bit weird, obviously, the first day. You know, he was just lethargic, if you will. And after that, he was just a normal pup. He was having nothing to do with that fucking cone, though. So after about 24 hours, I went to the store and I purchased one of those inflatable. So basically, if you've ever flown, you can buy, especially in airports. I guess you don't have to use them in airports. You can use them wherever you want. These little donut flying pillows. They're like little... It's like a little pillow, like it's like you're sitting your ass on like a hemorrhoid pad or whatever those donut things are called. But it goes around your fucking neck. So they make those that expand really far for dogs. The cone is designed so that your dog can't reach literally any part of his body. So that's good if they like had surgery on their front paw or something. But shit, like, he's got to turn his whole fucking body to go lick his balls. So I was like, let me just get him one of these things so that he's not all pissed off at this cone. And he can turn his head and look around and shit. So I did. And he was much happier, and he could reach his balls. So he went back there a few times. Like, he could totally just go right around the fucking thing. And I was like, oh, God. But he went back there a few times. He didn't lick. He just sniffed and then went and bit his foot. Because he likes to, for some reason, he likes to little love tap his back feet. I don't get it. Sometimes he'll just stick one in his mouth. He just holds it in there. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, boy? Anyway. But yeah. After a couple days of that, I just took the fucking thing off because it was clearly ineffective. And he did not even one time try to lick his stitches that I saw. which I felt was pretty fucking impressive. I took them in a couple weeks later. They're like, holy shit, this is perfect. This is going really well. And so all is good. Now, at about that time, when I had his balls removed, he definitely had one lasting issue that I just managed to fix like 3 days ago after taking him to the vet. How do I put this nicely? Anal spray. You know, if I could make that the title of this podcast, I would. I think it would gross too many people out, and I would not get any hits. And that's the whole point, right? I'm supposed to get hits. I'm supposed to get viewer or listeners. I think naming this the Road Rage Podcast, Episode 5, Anal Spray, is probably well, maybe it will. Maybe it'll. You know what? Maybe it will. It'll attract a certain subset of people, and they'll have gone 30, 40 minutes into this podcast. God, he hasn't talked about anal spraying at all, and that's just what I'm here for. Who's kidding who? When I'm actually posting this thing, I'm not even going to remember that I talked about anal spray. So, whatever. Bitch, I'm here. Do not come over, you fuck. So yeah, he definitely had some spray, which got worse and worse and worse. And he knows when he's spraying. Okay, guys, what I'm trying to say is he had incredibly wet diarrhea that came out in a very jet-like situation. So I'm sorry if you're eating right now. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So he does this funny thing when he has it. And by funny, I mean not funny, where he'll squat, and then as he's spraying, he starts walking while squatting. He squat walks because he doesn't like what's happening with his rear end. And so he squat walks, and he's looking backwards the whole time like, what the fuck is happening to me? What is coming out of my beehole? And it's not good. It's not good. So when he does that outside, it's like, ooh, gross. Ugh, okay, fine. I'll come back out with the garden hose and spray water all over. That was almost an accident. And spray water on it and all that kind of shit. But for the last 2 weeks, every time I leave the house with him there alone, I come back and my fucking floors, thank God they're hardwood, are just, you can see his trail that he left by walking. It's like a 5 foot long, 1 foot wide spray of shit that splatters up on the walls and everywhere. Oh my God, dude. What the fuck? It took like 45 minutes every time just to clean it up, which was disgusting. My whole house smelled like disgusting shit. Ugh. Not fun. So, of course, I go to the vet. I take him to the vet, and they're like, yeah, we don't know. It could be gingivitis. No, that wasn't what they called it. It's Giardia. That's it, Giardia. So they wanted to test for Giardia and all this other stuff. No idea what it is. Something upsetting his little tummy. And so they give me some prescription food and some antibiotics and stuff like that. And we're going to see if it gets better. And, of course, right after the vet, I take him home. I take him out. Not even 15 minutes, I would say, after leaving the vet. He takes a shit, and it's fucking normal. And it's been normal ever since. I'm like, are you actually kidding me right now? Are you fucking serious? Ugh. Went to the vet for fucking nothing. But I'm glad he's better, so maybe it is good that I went to the vet. I think he might have been due for a checkup anyway. I don't know. But his balls are gone, and now he's in good health. He's getting his first ever grooming sesh coming up on Monday. We'll see how that goes. He's very hairy right now. He's got a lot of dangling hair. And so I don't know how often you're supposed to get your dog groomed. I guess how often they need it, right? Duh. That sounds about right. Speaking of dogs and animals, hey, you know what they're doing here in Seattle? Actually, they're not doing it in Seattle, but they're doing it in the Seattle area. We have an interstate called I-90. For those of you who are not in America, it's a fucking road, okay? Wow, I got aggressive with that. I'm sorry. I don't know why I assumed that you were going to... what was that? I just got very aggressive. It's a fucking road, man! So, over I-90, they just started construction, I guess, on a wildlife bridge. That's right. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Our roads are in disrepair. Our bridges need to be updated. Our healthcare needs some work. And what are they doing? They're building bridges for animals. That's right. They're building bridges for elk and caribou and all these migratory species so that they can cross from one side of the busy road to the other side without getting smashed. Which I guess is actually saving lives as well, so it's a good thing. No, it is a good thing. Actually, and most of that stuff is bullshit. My state, the state of Washington, I think is doing pretty well financially because pot is legal and all that stuff, so they're making a fuckload of money. Our infrastructure is actually really good here. Surprisingly good. There's a lot of public works projects that are always going on. Our roads don't have big fucking potholes, at least that I can tell. I don't know. It's pretty nice. So now they're taking that excess money and building bridges for caribou. They're building a bridge, and then they're building an overpass somewhere where they're actually building a bridge for a road with the design of the animals are going to go underneath it. So, I don't know. That's a cool project. What do you think? What do you think? And this leads into the wonderful segue of let's hunt the caribou. Guns. Guns. That's like the fucking topic of the month. Rightfully so. Now, I'm not going to get all political and shit. It's not what I do on this podcast. But I will say the reason I'm saying the word guns is because I don't care what side of the conversation you're on. I actually don't think that there's two sides to this conversation. I think there's one side to this conversation. It's just negotiating what that side actually is. But I said guns because I'm just reminding you that the conversation needs to keep fucking going. You feel me? I'm doing my PSA. This is my public fucking service to all of you 3 listeners out there, possibly 4 listeners out there. Just to keep the conversation going. You know, tweet about it. Dude, just do something. Get your opinion out there. Keep it going. What happens too often, especially in America, with the 24-hour news cycles, big shit that needs reform and change, within a few weeks, it's just swept under because everybody's off to a new topic and a new topic. And you know what? Fuck the new topics. Let's stay on one. Let's stay on one topic and get it fucking done. Okay? Okay. Let's get it done, boys. We can do this. It's not that bad. Bunch of old fucks trying to hold the whole thing up. Come on. Let's go. Millennials. Yeah, Jesus. But I'm gender fluid. Okay, calm down. Sorry. Yeah, the gun debate. It's good. It's good that the debate is happening. It's good that the discussions are happening. And it's also good that a lot of people aren't calling other people assholes, right? People are actually being fairly civil about this conversation. I'm like, holy shit, this is fucking good. People are actually expressing their opinions and not calling each other cunts. It's very nice. I enjoy it. It's good. 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 So, of course, the obvious question, when is the next Road Rage podcast? Is it next week? Is it next month? Is it next year? I'm thinking about doing one a year. What do you think? Thoughts? Pretty good? I don't know. And I'm going to level with you. I really don't know. I would like to have these things just come out every Tuesday. In a perfect world, I would have one of these fuckers come out every Tuesday, and maybe I'd get 5 of you to listen. Hey, do me a favor, everybody. Tell one person about this fucking... Listen, if you made it this far in this podcast, you're a saint. Just tell one person about it. Do me a solid, all right? Listen, in a perfect world, every Tuesday, one of these would come out. This world isn't perfect, nor am I. And I like the concept of my podcast, where it's me driving and talking while I drive. But realistically, I don't drive a lot every week. For example, next week I go to Disney World, the most magical place on earth, or whatever the fuck they say. I'm going to Disney World for a week. I'm not going to be driving while I'm there for an hour. So what? Do I do a Road Rage podcast from fucking where? From the tiki room? I don't know. Come up with a solution. Point is, I'm not always on the road. I'm not always able to... Well, wait a minute. Maybe that's an angle. The Road Rage podcast. I don't have to be driving necessarily, but I can be, quote, on the road. You guys have heard that expression before, right? On the road. That means you're just not home. Maybe that's the... I swear, this fucking jerk-off behind me needs to turn off their fucking brights. Holy shit. God damn it. How do you tell someone behind you to fuck off? Slam your brakes? No, don't do that. Brake check. God, Jesus. So yeah, the plan was for these to always come out on Tuesdays. Totally didn't happen. I don't even think this one's coming out on Tuesday. I'm recording it on a Friday. Am I really going to wait? Well, maybe I will. You know what? Fuck it. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll wait for this to come out on a Tuesday. Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I'll wait for this to come out on Tuesday at midnight, and then the plan is every Tuesday at midnight Pacific time. So everybody's happy, okay? You fucking Europeans. Oh, we're never included in anything. Okay, fine. It'll come out midnight Pacific so that you guys will get it at like 9 a.m. All right? So the Road Rage podcast every Tuesday. You know, do you hear me saying this? I know that I can't keep this up. All right, this one's going to come out on Tuesday, but I don't know when the next one's coming out. How's that? If it comes out the next Tuesday while I'm at Disney World, fine. Disney World is going to be interesting because there's nothing really... I mean, I go to Disney World every year now for a charity event. I go for the Extra Life United charity event where I try to win money for Kapiolani Medical Center out in Hawaii. And it's a good time with good friends and good fun. But the actual Disney part's a little bit depressing. I went to Disney World as a kid, and I'm sure I'll talk about this next time, but I'll just briefly talk about it. I went to Disney World as a kid, of course, and it was awesome. And then I came back as an adult, and it's not so... I mean, it's cool and everything like that, but like when you actually look at it, it's like, wow, nothing's changed in like 30 fucking years. Everything's really old looking. Anyway, there's supposed to be a bunch of new areas and stuff, so I'm sure I'll have a lot to talk about with that, so it'll be pretty cool. But really, I'm just going there for the kids. I'm going there to support charity. I'm going there to raise some fucking money. And I'm going there to make the connections and get started on the Minecraft Marathon this year. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Going to be very exciting. Okay, I'm going to wrap this thing up. You guys I've been trying to wrap this thing up for the last like 10 fucking minutes, and I'm an idiot, so I don't do it well. But let's call it there. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thanks for telling people about this podcast, even though I barely fucking do it. This is only episode 5. Hey, 5 episodes in like 8 months. It's not so bad, is it? It's not terrible. Anyway, thank you all once again for checking it out, listening in, downloading it, subscribing to it, whatever the hell you do to this thing. And I'll see you next time. Peace out, everybody.